Freak Show, Wild 94.1. There are a lot of texts that are coming in saying, Meredith, run that tea. I mean, Meredith did do a deep dive.
I did.
And when she said, okay, tell them first thing you said, because that just threw me off.
It really pissed me off. I'm never playing the lottery ever again.
Why?
Never.
Why are we banging on the lottery?
Not
there?
getting my money, because when I found out that Jeffrey Epstein won the lottery in Kentucky for $85 million, that really pissed me off.
But he was an actual winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
After he had done all his dirt.
That is correct. And also he won again.
Hold
In
on.
Mexico.
He won twice?
There you go. Not playing the lottery ever again. Nope, not me.
Okay.
Not spending my money. If you want to give me a lottery ticket or a scratch off or something, that's totally fine. But I'm not my hard-earned money.
What if he just has really good luck?
Okay. Well, he doesn't.
Apparently he doesn't the way it ended.
His luck kind of ran out. Yeah. So that's kind of what really upset me about the whole lottery
So
thing.
you think the lottery hooked him up with?
Yes,
this said
it's a
85.
payoff.
He won $85 million. It wasn't just a little bitty bitty.
Oh, that is correct. Yes. And so you start doing a little bit more of a deep dive. It's like, because you read something like that, you're like, there's no wait a minute, that actually happened. It was in the newspapers, like it was everywhere. Okay. And then you start seeing that and recalling all these conspiracy theories that we thought were nuts back in the day, kind of like Pizzagate, right? We're like, there's no way that there's people that are using the word pizza, but they're really talking about children, and an actual restaurant where there's human trafficking going on, and then a website where they can actually look at the children and order a child.
That was part of the deep dive yesterday. Oh my God.
That's not a thing.
I didn't know you.
It is a thing. It is a thing, and the actual website is listed and named in the Epstein files. I'm not making this up. This is facts.
Okay,
These
so
are facts.
yesterday when Kathy gave me a couple of them sites and stuff, like the documentaries, they were saying that there was a shooter, some dude who came up from North Carolina and shot up D.C. because of the whole Pizzagate thing. And they were like, yo, you shot up a place that didn't have a basement, and it didn't make sense.
Right.
And they said in the thing, the basement that they were talking about to get pizza,
Yeah.
it was a reference to the Lolita Island,
Yeah.
to the Jeffrey Epstein Island. That's what they referred to as the basement in this documentary. So when people were like, man, we need to go to so-and-so pizza and then go to the basement and have some pizza and grape soda.
Right.
Because apparently there's 900 mentions. 60 were removed.
Right.
Like were seen as those weren't issue. But there are 911 total mentions of pizza in the Epstein files.
And if you read it, it's obvious. It's very obvious that what they're talking about. You just have to remove that word. So
is this website like well known?
No. The website's been taken down and like removed. This was before when they were actually using it. Remember back in the day that we were like, why are we hearing about like trafficking kids and pizza?
It was really popular because Kevin Hart came out with a stand-up where he was all about, I went to Jerry Seinfeld's and they had pizzas.
Chrissy
my
Teigen.
God. Chrissy don't get me started about because
She
I
always talked about
fell into a rabbit hole about her last night.
That's why
too.
people don't mess with her anymore.
And honestly, remember the movie Devil's Advocate? With Keanu Reeves and everything else.
Yeah.
And you remember that the lady who was the assistant to Robert De Niro when he was the devil, and her face turned into like the thing. That's what I think of when I see Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
And when I see her, she looks like, now that everybody's talking about the people who stay young or blood lust or whatever. When you look at the stuff that she has said,
we don't like her
on her tweets.
She's
like
a bully too.
A little boy in a pageant, now some eye candy for me.
Yeah.
That was her tweet. Seeing little girls do splits half naked is just, well, let me just put myself in jail. This is stuff that she has tweeted in 2011. She actually put in here, oh my God, I like to add a pinch of baby powder to flour when I fry chicken so it smells like tender toddler booty when the warm grease slides over my lips. Pinches nipples.
Yeah, and she
that's what she wrote.
Would always say, like, I'm just joking. That's my sense of humor, but
is that the adrenochrome stuff that people keep talking about?
Yes. Because that's a word that Kathy said yesterday. And she says also, that was one of the words that you get from the blood.
Yeah.
Adrenochrome.
So a lot of these conspiracies are turning out to be, factual.
Are they factual, though? Or is it just part of...
Pizzagate is. Now let's talk about Wayfair for a second. So Wayfair allegedly,
come
remember
on.
back in the day? Remember we
You
heard
said
about
allegedly,
Wayfair?
right?
Yeah, allegedly.
Like Wayfair, the furniture company?
Yes. Do you guys not remember this? Remember they were posting up furniture. An average piece of furniture, it could be, I don't know, like an end table or something like that. And it would say a name, like a child's name or a person's name there with an age sometimes. And then it would cost like $10,000. And if you bought it, you could buy it and then it would be shipped across the country. Okay. And people were like, wait a minute. I remember we talked about this on air too. We were like, this is weird, right? Yeah. So Wayfair is mentioned in these emails that's a fact.
With allegations.
They're mentioned almost 500 times.
Listen, I'm just trying to look out for my dog.
In the emails, Jeffrey, this is also factual. In the emails, Jeffrey ordered a ton of huge freight trucks to haul items across the country. And the dates line up with those alleged allegations with Wayfair. So people are making those connections, okay? Now let's move on to Life Touch. Do you know what Life Touch is, Rich?
They make this they make the children's student pictures.
Yeah.
At the schools.
Yeah.
They take pictures of like the people who
School
come
photos.
in and give you that little comb and they take a picture of you
Like
for your
they're the
school
ones
pictures.
that take the pictures for everybody of the students.
So they got millions of kids that they've taken pictures of.
So even if you don't buy the photos, for some reason, just the company in general, they keep the records of your child.
The proofs.
Right, exactly. And they have it in their database. Life Touch and Shutterfly. You know what Shutterfly is?
Yep, I remember Shutterfly.
Have you ever ordered prints or anything like that? Anybody that's listening, maybe of your family or of your kids? They're under the same umbrella of one company. Now, these two companies hold massive databases of children's photos and personal informations like your address, your credit card information, the school that they go to, the teacher that they're under,
and
everything.
their images.
Exactly. And these two companies, like I said, hold massive databases, and they're owned by Apollo. And the co-owner of Apollo's name is Leon Black, who is all over the Epstein files, all over. As a matter of fact, he had to pay Epstein around $62 million with checks, finances, and it's all listed in the actual files. And then there's settlements as well, going over $153 million. So he had to step down because of these allegations.
Mm-hmm. And how do you explain that?
Oh, he had to step down.
None of it can be explained, but none of it is a smoking gun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough to make people look at it like, yo, because it's creepy.
Let's go to another company. McGraw-Hill Book Company, okay, is a publishing company which prints textbooks and yearbooks. Right. We probably still have a lot of our yearbooks from back in the day, okay, which many schools still use today. It was founded in 1989. Okay, so most of the public schools in this country use this printing and publishing company, okay, and textbooks as well. So who owned McGraw-Hill? None other than Robert Maxwell. And who is Robert Maxwell's daughter?
Who's that?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You getting what I'm putting down here?
All the dirt bags seem to be collabed up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's go to the
Somebody just said they were three. Y'all had me with Chrissy Teigen. She evil.
No one likes her. Trust me.
But also the whole what is his name? Robert Maxwell.
Yep.
The dad. He got taken out in a very mafioso way.
He did.
And they talk about that.
And they sent her, I thought they sent her away to save her or whatever.
Yes.
By the way, somebody just sent me this. Chrissy Teigen, March 2nd, 2014. I want pizza. Brad Pitt just handed us some pizza. I woke up this morning. These are all tweets in a row.
Right.
I woke up this morning with pizza on my chest and ranch dressing all over me. If you think I'm too good for this, you are sadly mistaken.
She's just not a good human being in general.
But what if she really is just talking about pizza?
Right. But with all of this being said, now everybody's mentioned. Remember, there was a time when everyone was talking about pizza. Mm-hmm. Adam Sandler sitting with Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, oh my God.
I can't believe that.
Jennifer Aniston throws the best pizza parties. Kevin Hart talking about, oh my God, Jerry Seinfeld has BOP. Everybody's like, Bop. He's like, what's Bop? Brick oven pizza. He's like, he has a brick oven pizza thing, and it's like, oh my God, the cheese, 7 cheeses, Jerry. It was a big deal. It's like, so why was everybody talking about pizza all of a sudden?
It was weird. It was very
not caviar, not Wagyu beef, but pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza's good.
Pizza's damn good.
I'm not trying to defend them. I'm just saying it couldn't just be a coincidence that all these people were talking about pizza.
Bro.
I don't agree with anything. I do think there are celebrities and people in government allegedly on this list that need to be looked into, and people need to, things need to happen.
Okay, so did you see what dropped last week? People have been saying nonstop that Jeffrey Epstein, somebody helped him escape. And so they released the death photos last week of Epstein to help prove that he was dead, okay? And if you looked at the photos, there's hundreds of morticians that have come out and been like, yeah, if you're dead, that's not how you look. And then they broke it down, and I'll just have you ever looked at somebody that was pretending to be asleep?
Yeah.
You know what they look like? That's what this man looks like, first of all. So you can look it up yourself.
And why? Because you said...
So in the photos, not only because he looks like he's faking it, but in the photos, his jaw is clenched. Have you ever fallen asleep on your back? What happens? You wake up because your mouth is open, and then you got dry mouth. This man's... everything is closed.
Well, and all of the muscles when you pass away all release.
100%.
If you've buried a family member or anything else, the relaxed state is much different than the tense state that they have when they're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
We hold tension in our faces if I died, everything is going to relax.
Right. So that's weird. Another thing that's weird, and this just happened a few days ago, just to keep you guys up to date. Fortnite.
Not the video game.
Was named in the Epstein files, and they actually listed his username. I didn't know that Jeffrey Epstein had time to play Fortnite. Okay,
played
cool.
Fortnite, and it's still active.
Well, so the username has been active for 3 years. So Fortnite had to address the issue just the other day. They were like, hey, this username is a new person, but if you've ever played Fortnite and you've wanted to change your name, it also lists the original name and then the
you
new
play
name.
Fortnite. Can you change your name?
No, you can, but it has a list of your previous names. And also, whenever you give up a name, you have to relinquish the name so that somebody else is
so
able
if
to
somebody
get it.
is using the same name that Evil Man had, then that would mean that Evil Man is still out there playing this game.
Yeah. Somebody's playing on his account.
And it's in Israel, where this person is allegedly playing.
Now, and we've seen photographs of somebody rolling around with some security in Israel.
Right.
That looks a lot like
Jeffrey Epstein.
Evil Man. That's where AI kicks in. Because I'm like, man, maybe that's AI.
Sure, you don't know.
Or whatever. But they're like, bro, like this, it really, really looks like it's not. Like they've authenticated some of the pictures and said it's not an AI image.
Right.
At least that's what I've seen on some of these things. But it still makes it look a little wonky.
So that's why I don't.
And they also said because that tribal tattoo that he's missing. They put that picture up saying this was him laying there dead. Wasn't no tribal around his left arm. But every picture that you had him with his shirt off down there at the Lolita Island and running around with his friends, he had a tribal around his arm. Now, you could have had it removed, but it just doesn't, the math ain't mathing.
So that's why I'm never playing the lottery.
So they think that buddy is, you started with, that's why I'm not listening to Chrissy Teigen talk anymore.
Right. Yeah. And it's weird. There's other things where I can't go into everything because it would take hours. But like, why is there a trap door on the island that goes straight into the ocean? Why?
I don't know why.
There's photographic evidence of this.
I did also just watch a YouTube video. I got caught in a rabbit hole, and there was a kid that went to the island recently, and he was like talking about how it's still heavily guarded.
Oh, you talking about the jet ski kid?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And
they came out there after
guarded.
the guard was the guy who had him was like, nah, don't go over there.
Yeah, he said though
it's still locked down because it's still owned though. But he left that island to the girl that he was hooking up with. That wasn't Ghislaine. Ghislaine got $10 million. This lady got $50 million, and the island, and the house in Manhattan, and everything else.
Apparently,
so she still locked it down.
It's up for sale right now, and it's guarded by the government, not just anybody, not just any security. The government.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, that would make sense. Also, there's not just one island. There's allegedly multiple islands where this was happening. So that's the one that we know about. The emails mention torture. They mention a lot of things with children, pacifiers. It's disgusting. So I think everybody needs to be aware of this. If you don't want to do a deep dive, I understand. It's very dark. However, it's important, especially if you're a parent, to be aware that crap like this has been going on for a long time, and who knows what else is going on.
I just don't. I mean, okay, so people are writing saying if y'all are naive if you don't think that people have been evil and out there doing these satanic rituals. Like we've always heard that about Hollywood, but you don't know unless you know. And some people avoid stuff like that. But now that I'm seeing this, and now that she took me down this hellacious thing about clone, like she took me into this clone aid thing that apparently like is a real thing. Because people are cloning, like, there's a company that, like, Tom Brady has invested in because he cloned his dog.
Clone animals.
And his dog is now, like, he got his dog again. And then, what's her name? Paris Hilton cloned their dogs because their dogs died or ran away and cloned theirs. And so they're like, so who you trying to tell me that people going to clone dogs and not going to clone people? And I was like, well, wait a minute. Now we cloning folks? Like, it seems like it's not even fathomable.
Yeah.
But now we're hearing bloodlust and hey, if I take this, I stay young. So they said any of the celebrities who look amazingly young are probably, it ain't all plastic surgery.
Right.
Apparently, the things that you get from this blood is supposed to be some big deal.
We read something that a lot of celebrities are flying to, I forget
the vampire.
Yeah,
facial.
doing the blood
and they're
things.
cleansing
and
their
they're
blood.
cleansing their blood.
Tijuana, something like that. But
It was Tijuana.
yeah. So
Which don't nobody want to go to.
y'all can download all the files if you want to, and just to
I
let you
wouldn't
know,
download them things.
no,
I would
it's
tell
on our
y'all,
government website. It's on the.
I wouldn't download them things into my motherboard to save my life.
I just want to say this one last thing. These are only 3 million files. There's another 6 that are going to be dropping soon. So this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Somebody just texted in. They said his email he used was still playing season 6 of Fortnite. And they just hit season 7.
This is why Fortnite had to come out and make a statement, because that's weird.
All right. Oh, God. I can't even.
Can you give us all allegedly so that we're safe?
We well past allegedly right now. Like, I mean, honestly, if we come in here tomorrow and Meredith ain't here, just know why. They got her. She off with Nancy. What's her name?
Grace?
Guthrie.
No, Guthrie.
Oh, okay.
Nah, we need to protect Meredith at all costs.
No, like for real. Like what? I mean, so, no, they just said, "Oh my God." Repeat the statement. Okay, so now I'm not gonna even say that out loud. They said a certain celebrity has repeatedly stated that he eats children under 12 years old, as probably a joke. But now you're looking at him sideways.
That's some dark stuff.
Oh,
that's
hell no.
Also in the files. So I don't.
There's no way
there.
I believe that.
So okay. So this line Deja just sent us was the same thing Kathy told me yesterday. I'm not going to say it, but they saying a certain goat cloned himself as well.
Okay.
That's why he looked different.
There's a lot.
See, now people are just throwing out names. They say,
I mean, for real.
They just said this person is like 85 years old and looks 25. He must
Cher.
be in it.
I mean, yeah, come on now.
Come on.
Like, come on. Cher does look young.
She does look young.
Like,
She
I
look
mean,
good.
you cut her open and that tree got a lot of rings.
Would you hit it if you could?
Who?
Absolutely.
Not after I found out her blood is all ragu. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No. Now, I mean, she look good, but she's a
does look
vampire. You've seen every vampire movie. The hot vampire.
Yeah, she's gonna
when you
get
get them in the bed,
Yeah.
and then they get all loose and everything and stop with their whole little facade, then they turn into a monster. Now you sitting there banging a monster. I don't want to bang a monster. I know Cher gonna change. I don't want that. I don't need that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you done?
I am done.
You sure?
for now.
Because Lord,
Once
knows.
more drops, I'll be more than happy
There's
to.
so
Don't do that
much
again,
more
Meredith. information,
information though that we are not even looking at or talking about.
Man, well, let's just go ahead and stop right now, dog.
Yeah.
Because we all going to jail. They coming to get us.
Yeah, we ain't
They coming to shut us down right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
The views shared by this show do not represent Beasley Media or any of their properties. Just to let you know.
Thank you for watching this video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.